Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Last night, I saw Black Widow, and it's surprisingly good. I like it. The tweaks and everything, very similar. Although, and yes, I'm gonna say this, there are going to be spoilers. I like the tweaks that they made with the Red Guardian, Natasha, and so on and so forth. In the comics, Red Guardian and Natasha were married. But in the MCU, they're father and daughter, which seems pretty good. Pretty safe, I guess. You don't want to, be directly... You don't want to, You don't want to, copy the exact comics, but you want to, you want to acknowledge the comics, and that's what they did. They acknowledged the comics, although was Red Guardian lying about him fighting Captain America back in World War II? Debatable. He could have not been. Although, could it have been a comic book nod? Most likely. Because Red Guardian, Captain America, rivals, so makes sense why he would mention his fights with, or his scuffles or his fights with Captain America back in those days. So I forget what year he said he fought. I think 1940 something. Now, Taskmaster. Kind of like what they did with Taskmaster. The tweak they did with Taskmaster. Because, yes, Taskmaster in the comics is a guy, but they also, in the MCU, Taskmaster is a girl who Natasha burned by bombing in Budapest. I don't know how to correctly say it, which is I think I pronounced it right. I'm not 100% sure, but fingers crossed I said it right. Budapest. Anyways. What else? Oh. A lot of nods. There are a lot of nods to both comic book, the comics, to the comics and to the MCU, which, and there's a lot of making fun of the Avengers. There's a lot of talk about the Avengers, because she is an Avenger. She is in the comics, she is, I believe, I could be wrong, one of the founding members of the Avengers in the comics, which in the original Avengers comics, I believe, was Natasha, Black Widow, Thor, Iron Man, Ant-Man, Wasp, I believe, and Hawkeye, I believe. And in the MCU version, it's Black Widow, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Hulk. And I think the Hulk was a part of the founding members of the Avengers too. Also Nick Fury, but yeah, there's a lot of things going on. It takes place in 2 periods, or technically 3 periods. Phase 1, which would be kind of Phase 1, which would be like when she's a kid. She takes place during the final few moments of Captain Marvel, and after the in between events of Civil War, and it takes place during Civil War and between Infinity War, which makes sense. And then we see her grave at the end in the post-credit scene, and we see Madam Hydra, but she's not called Madam Hydra right now. We see Contessa, and looks like she's setting up possibly. I think she's setting up either the Thunderbolts, like many people suggest, or the Dark Avengers, or anything is possible. So far we've only seen 2 potential members of the Thunderbolts, or 3 technically, if you count. So far we've kind of seen 3 so far, maybe 4. I think we've seen 4. We've seen Thunderbolt Ross twice. No, more than twice. We've seen him in The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, I believe, and a couple cameos in the later Avengers films, and this. We've seen Yelena be I think she's going to be the new Black Widow, and U.S. Agent, and Zemo. We've seen Zemo before, so that, I think there's only one left, and that's Red Hulk. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Red Hulk is, I think Red Hulk is going to be coming soon. Hopefully. And I think one more before Phase 4 ends. But we have one more young Avenger to grace us, and that is the new Hawkeye, who is going to be played by Hailee Steinfeld, which I kind of like. I like Hailee Steinfeld. She's awesome. She's a good actress. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Bye.